Welcome to Side Dish. We're more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. Happy Wednesday to you, and you. I go by the name of Headkrack. In the middle right there, we got Claudia Jordan. Well, I'm pointing to run directions, reverse. And then also to the far left or right, depending on how you watch the TV, Tanner Thomason. How y'all doing, gang?
Fantastic. I just made this creamy frozen lemonade. I put Malibu rum in it. So, yes, I am drinking on the job, but I'm home, so there's no drinking and driving.
Okay.
I am drinking on the job. Text us the recipe, Claudia. I want the recipe.
Oh, it's awesome. It's just 4 lemons, vanilla extract, honey, a can of condensed sweetened coconut milk, and ice in the blender. And then whatever your liquor is, I will send it to you, though. It's really
okay.
good.
We call that the after school special. Shout out to everybody whipping one of those up. And a big happy birthday shout out to George in the chat, man. I've been seeing them throw it up for him one time. You know, we got love for our Side Dish gang that be riding in that digital space, man. So love is love, man. Yeah. Well, let's dive into it, shall we? Michael Jordan, does he want to play again? Well, the GOAT was interviewed, and he said if he had one wish, it would be to do this. Check it out.
Love it like you wouldn't believe. I mean, in all honesty, I wish I can take a magic pill, put on shorts, and go out and play the game of basketball today, because that's who I am. That's that type of competition, that type of competitiveness is what I live for, and I miss it. I miss that aspect of playing the game of basketball, being able to challenge myself against what people see as great basketball, but it's better for me to be sitting here talking to you as opposed to popping my Achilles and I'm in a wheelchair for a while.
Wow. You know what it is?
Yep.
Do you feel like it's the competition he misses? Or is it that inner like hunger, that athlete ego that makes him want to play?
I think both. I mean, you know, and also because his name is constantly being brought up in comparison with LeBron James, who's better, Michael Jordan, LeBron. His name is always being brought up to compare to, you know, as the measuring stick. And I'm sure it's like, damn, I wish I could go and school these young boys, you know. But yeah, he is 62 and we're $3.8 billion. And let me tell you something, as someone who's born in the 1900s, you don't want to do that because it can go really bad. Can you imagine Michael Jordan playing and like trying to cross on over, just breaking his ankle? We don't want to see that.
Yo, he would shatter apart like IKEA furniture after the 4th time you've moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it ain't built for that the multiple trips like that. 62 different, man, and we want to remember it as it was, man.
Yeah,
that logo would even have to change.
It's also, I love hearing this, though, from Michael Jordan, because that just reaffirms the thing that we already know, and that he is not the two, he is the one, right? Like, so the whole thing is, that was Mike's whole thing. Mike's whole thing was like the competitive component. He wanted to be better. He was willing to do whatever it took to be better. And I took that personally. Like, his whole thing was like the game of basketball. And so for him to sit here at 62 and be like, I would give anything in the world to be able to go back, put on shorts and play, like that, it consumed his soul. Because what do most 62-year-old billionaires do? They're like, you know, I got a few boats, I bought some cars, I'm really into real estate and wineries now. No, but Michael Jordan is like, I would give anything to be able to play. And it's just like, I love hearing it.
And you don't lose the killer instinct just because your knees are bad and your hips are bad. You still have that. Like, that's what made you great, because it's in you. It's not something that you learned or was taught to you. That's in you. That's part of who you are. And that's what made you great. So you can't just like forget about that. That fire is still there. But those kneecaps and the tendons are not.
Okay, well, hear me out. We got the big 3, right?
Oh.
What if we did a thing called like the big 2, where it's half court basketball, right? Slightly lower goals, softer courts, where you can see legends of yesteryear like John Starks, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. Is Meadowlark still with us? I know he's a Globetrotter, but you know, like I would watch the big 2 to watch people run gingerly up and down a half court.
But do you remember, I feel bad when I see athletes like not at their top and then still trying to do it. It's a sad thing to watch. Like Vince Carter, one of the best dunkers in history, right? Like that man, half, amazing. I remember towards the end of his career before he got into broadcasting, seeing him run up and down the court, and you could tell those knees hurt. And it's almost like it's like watching the Karate Kid when Ralph Macchio already had the injury and he's still trying to power through. You're like, just sit your ass down, like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want to see you get hurt. No, you know.
I would pay good money to go watch Jordan talk trash and play the game of horse, though. Like, I would like to see a bunch of unks, a bunch of NBA unks lined up for charity. We could do it for charity, but to hear them talk trash on each other, this, and then play horse, like, I would still get a kick out of that. A little nothing but net.
Or even a Dave and Buster's sponsored event where they do that little basketball thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, where, like, you know, you don't got to run. You just got to the ball comes to you and you just shoot it. Who can get the most? Who still got it?
Listen, he's worth $3.8 billion. He buy another boat, Michael. Like, like you're good. You're good.
See you in the Maldives.
What'd you say?
I said, see you in the Maldives.
Exactly. I would love that. Okay. So Summer Walker has a PSA for us ladies. She says we don't have to have sex anymore. It's not worth it, and here's why. Check it out.
Gotta bust it open. You really don't have to. They got all types of shit. They got roses and
you can be fine without.
yeah, like my smell good, like everything. Like you don't even gotta you don't really gotta.
You can just receive.
You can just receive and
give.
go to bed, babe. Like, don't make your life hard. Ladies, if you try to ride or die, you will, in fact, die.
So a 2024 survey found that 64% of Black Gen Z women are practicing celibacy, with 63% having done so for less than 6 months. Now, 61% cited personal growth or self-discovery as the primary reason. 66% reported improved mental and emotional well-being due to celibacy. So ladies and gentlemen, y'all, do we agree with Summer?
It depends on how often you're taking that car out for a ride. Some people need to let the engine cool off for a while. Some people are doing irreparable damage to themselves with the tools they have. They talk the celibacy talk. However, they're having electronic sex often. Corrupted browser histories, downtown looking like an abandoned mine where dynamite went off. You know, like, there's just so many options that women have to entertain themselves and be able to claim the celibacy thing, but they're still getting what they want without that exchange of energy. And it works for men too. Like, the tech has gone up for us as well.
Yeah, don't you guys have pocket peas?
I was looking for a hat. Whoa, pocket peas. Listen, if a man ever admitted that he had a pocket pea or a rubber vagina, nobody would respect this man. We would laugh him into the dirt. I would get in the comments and be like, what's wrong with you, bro? Why'd you have to let this out? But women are out here bragging about sleeping with robots. I talk about it all the time. It's like, that's why, I can't get off. Well, yeah, because you're sleeping with AI. You're sleeping with the Rose, which has like the suction action built in. And we can't do all that. We can try, but like, that's why you're oversensitized. And then we complain about it. Then there's no going back.
When I say celibate, like, I don't do that. Like, I feel more inclined to maybe use a toy when I'm already in the mix with someone. Because then I'm like, my sex drive is turned up. But when I take time off, like after the first 30 days, it's almost like it goes into hybridation where I don't even trip on it anymore. And it becomes easier and easier.
Hold on.
It's the first month is the hardest.
Wait, I'm sorry, Claudia, did you say after 30 days?
Yeah, after 30 days, I'm like, it's like it's like when you're fasting, the first like day or two, you're trying not to have sugar. It's super hard. You're like, oh my God, I need it. But then you get past like day 2 or 3, it's not as bad. That's how it is with sex for me.
Is it one of those things where you keep yourself busy? You don't have to worry about it, or like,
busy. I mean, you do see me on social media. Like, I did 25 miles this week. Why do you think that? Because I'm not getting any. I'm able to do 25 miles. I'm not cupcaking on the phone with anyone. I'm not checking in with anyone. And I have a lot of energy. I have to do something with it. So hence the miles I do. I put less miles on the vagina and more miles on my legs. Walking.
But if you could pick from each hand, in one hand, there's 25 miles. In the other hand, there's a guy named Miles. In a perfect world, which hand are you picking?
Depends. See, nowadays the miles come with too many mental health issues and just drama and trying to mess up my peace and my pH levels. And I just don't want to be around people that just can't stick with one person. They're all over the place, dip sticking it everywhere. And then they want to come over here to me and bring me that content. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. So only if they're going to come at me right. If not, you can't come at me or around me at all. I just don't want the bad.
I was just blown away by 30 days. I mean, I used to think that 3 days was a lot, but damn, 30.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, I've done a year easy, a year and change.
That's impressive.
But then when I do it, I'm like, oh my God, I've never done this before. It's like, I'm a virgin.
Oh, that's why girls are like, I don't do this. Oh my gosh, this has never happened before.
Exactly.
Okay, well, you know what hasn't happened before? Us moving on to this next story. Okay, here we go. Amy Luciani, who is married to Dwight Howard and almost divorced him after 6 months. She's got this to say about marriage. Listen up, folks.
Love of my life, and I almost divorced his in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is going to be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, oh, you got to shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles and sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. You're married now, sis, so you're joining with one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. How about that?
I mean, you know what?
You don't like it?
And I know you already loading the clip. So here comes. Let me put my nice guy hat on. I don't have a hat available. I'm happy to see people figure it out.
Claudia is cooking
I'm happy when people try to figure it out. It is so easy to get married and be like, yo, I'm just going to get a divorce and move on with my life. And the fact that they're working out, good for them. Like, I was just shocked that they even got married to begin with. So, that was the first miracle, right? And them to continue to put quarters in the machine to keep the game going, second miracle. Let's see how far it goes. Good for them for trying.
Tanner, what do you think?
Okay, look, I am prepared to have the unpopular opinion here. We might not like the messenger. We might not like the scenario that led to the messenger giving us this message. But if you broke down those points individually, a lot of that is the stuff that you get when you go to therapy. A lot of that is the stuff you get where it's like, you know what? Now you're a part of something, and you do need to take a hot second before you need to respond rather than react. Because most of the time we react, and that's when you're in the middle of an argument, you're worried about your pride versus like, let me take a second here before I get emotionally activated and think about this, and maybe I can respond instead of reacting. Then the other thing she got to talking about is like not telling your friends everything. Listen, we've all got friends who will give us the immediate get out of that relationship advice because they're not in a relationship and because they never stuck around hard to make something work. And so it's like, that's not always the best advice either. And so it's like, is it weird that they both filed for divorce? Yes, that's a weird thing. That's strange. The whole toothbrush thing to me, but are the things that she was saying wrong on their face? I don't think so.
Wait, they was getting a divorce over him using her toothbrush or her using his toothbrush? Oh, they used to share the toothbrushes with each other. Okay.
It was, yeah. It's just
I think the divorce
the
was
whole thing
about.
is like, would you share a toothbrush?
I think the divorce was about sharing something bigger than a toothbrush. Yeah, I think so. I'm not taking. Sorry, no disrespect to her. I'm not taking relationship advice from neither one of these two. I do think what she's saying is actually good. It makes sense. It does sound like what a therapist would say, and also a controlling husband. Don't tell your friends stuff. Ladies, that's the first step. What a narcissist does is to isolate you from your friends so you don't have something to compare it to, or someone that is outside of having an emotional attachment to the situation. Like when you're not getting D down by someone, you can think clearly. And when you are in it with them, you can't. So a lot of times having a good girlfriend, you know the difference between your good ones and the ones that are hating, okay? Your good girlfriends, when you tell them things, a red flag may pop up like, wait, hold up. He said what? That doesn't pass the vibe check. That doesn't sound right. I don't think you should run and tell every single detail to everyone, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with a trusted confidant that you bounce something off of. And when people tell you, don't tell anyone anything, that's a problem. And if you can't see that, I mean, the writing is on the wall. These two, if you remember when they went through their divorce, I'm not going to bring it up, but there was a bunch of allegations that came up with him. And they were both getting the hell up out of that relationship. And it's good that they found their way back for whatever reasons. But sis, blink twice. You're a beautiful girl. And I don't know. Where's Miss Kitty?
I mean, you think it probably has something. Yo, not Miss Kitty. Yo, I mean, but do you think it probably has something to do with, like, listen, it's cold outside, and
Yes.
not everybody has somewhere to go, right? A lot of people were just as shocked. Like, we see it in the comments right now. A couple of them popped up on the screen. We were shocked that he got married at all because we thought, he was picking from a different menu, the Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
And, and here we are in a situation, and like, the controlling aspect. Yeah, some people do run their mouth a lot. I don't follow people who I don't know from things. So I don't know what she's famous for. I don't know if she's a diarrhea of the mouth type of individual. But if that was the narrative, like, yo, you're not leaving any privacy for the marriage, assuming that's what it is, not 100% sure, then okay, that could be problematic in any relationship.
Facts. She seems like she holds him down. Now, I got to give sis props for it. It does seem like she doesn't run to the internet and like snitch and tell, because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff she can talk about. She's been pretty guarded about their relationship. I will say that. But other people in their circle have been running their mouths about their stuff. And, he had a very public relationship with a girl from Basketball Wives. Do you remember that?
Oh, which girl?
The mother with Royce. Royce had a really bad breakup, and she went and had like a 20-part series that she did last year where she talked about this, their relationship, and it was really ugly. Not saying you can't have a bad relationship with someone else and a good one with someone else, but peep the signs, sis. I hope y'all are happy, but if you're not, please feel free to talk to one of your friends about what's going on for real. Cautionary tale. And Wild White, way to rebrand.
Yo, the gusto
we
fist.
love a good rebrand.
We're not the gusto fist, man. I hate it here. Listen, we gotta go to a break, man. We're gonna reach our comments and we're gonna see you in a couple minutes, man. Now, this pastor screamed glory, glory after receiving a hefty donation to his church. Pastor Marvin Wines of Perfecting Church, Detroit, Michigan, went viral recently for telling a church member she wasn't listening after he asked for $2,000 to be donated to the church, and she only came with $1,235. And I do understand some of that was kind of taken out of context. You had to hear the whole thing, but that's neither here nor there. Now, it looks like God does like ugly because billionaire Tyler Perry stepped in to save the day. Check him out.
Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do. I'll tell you now, since y'all happy enough, that since it broke out Monday, we have received, one person called and he said, tell my name. He said, because I know God is in this. Tyler Perry said $100,000.
Coming soon, Medea buys a church. Now, the internet wasn't sold. Some folks said the donation felt like damage control, and others pointed out the irony of a church publicly scolding a member for giving out too little while praising a huge celebrity donation just days later. And, and the crazy thing, because I usually will skip right past this stuff when I see it on social media. The thing was, they was asking people to do it in like a monetary order. Like, so if you had $2,000, you come first, then people who had like the decreasing denominations come in a different order. So like when you see just that clip, it just seems like, oh man, he hustling from the pulpit, but that's neither here nor there. But what'd you think about Tyler Perry coming through though?
I mean, that's cute and all, but I still think this was trifling. I don't give a damn that she wasn't in the right order. That is not the way. It's still a blessing, and she still gave. You could have handled that in a way where you said, "Hey, babe," or not, babe. Hey, sis.
That'd be a different conversation.
Well, who knows nowadays,
yeah,
right? You're in the wrong line. But the way he did it was like her gift wasn't shit. Excuse my language. It was like her gift was meaningless because it wasn't the 2,000. There was not a thank you. It was nothing. It was just like people don't listen. And he shamed her in front of her kid. I just thought it just left a bad taste in my mouth.
I feel you.
And one of the many reasons why I'm so turned off by organized religion, the fact that it is a particular dollar amount that you have to give. I remember once upon a time where you just dropped money in an envelope and what you gave is what you gave.
Well, one more time for clarity, he was accepting all the money, but it was like, if you have 2,000, you come first. If you have 1,500, you come first. It's crazy when you say it out loud still. I don't know. Though? I don't go to that church. I don't know. It's all goofy, right? But at the end of the day, just like wrap it up, and let them move on to the next person. He didn't have to put on Front Street like that with the mic on. He could have whispered that. Church finger, all the other things, but
Yeah.
I would have cried if he did that to me.
She
I would
wasn't
have been
confused.
Go ahead.
She wasn't confused when she said, "I'll work on that other $800." And we can make it about order. But if a person is working hard and they're showing up and they're giving $2, $200, $1,200, and whoever is receiving that in the name of God thinks that this is the time to embarrass that person in any capacity, bothers me. Yeah. And I get maybe it was a little tongue in cheek, but she didn't think it was tongue in cheek because she felt the need to respond. I'm going to work on that other $800. And then, and I like Tyler Perry. He does so many good and wonderful things, and on his face, yeah, it's good and wonderful to give $100,000 to a church. Did Tyler check in with that woman who was embarrassed, or is this like a moment to like cut a huge check for a church and everyone talk about how great Tyler Perry is? Like here, I don't know if this goes on in this church all the time. I got a hint of prosperity gospel here. I grew up in the church thick for a very long time. And the prosperity gospel bothers me a lot. And so it's a little funny with me.
It seems like the woman could have used the blessing more than the church. The church is collecting racks on racks on racks,
and not paying tax.
and not being taxed. And also,
And not paying
Tyler
tax.
Perry's donation is not being taxed. That's also a tax write-off. So if I have $1 billion, I'm definitely lacing people with $100,000 donations. And this isn't about shading Tyler Perry for me as far as like the story. It is about how that man humiliated that woman. If you are a man of God, you should be showing her grace as well. Maybe she was confused. She could have dementia. She could be confused. She could have just wasn't paying attention. Who knows what her reason was that she was in the wrong line? God forbid I'm in the wrong line to give my $1,235 in a time. We all make money. I'm sorry. If I $1,200, I'll feel giving somebody $1,200. I'll feel that. That is not like a nothing to me. That's a decent amount of money. And to tell me that's not enough,
Like,
I'm 8, 7 months short.
I want everyone listening and everyone watching from home right now. Heads are bowed, hearts are opened, eyes are closed. No one looks around. If you want to get in line to give Tanner money, there's no wrong line. There's no wrong line to give me any money, and all monies are accepted. Any line is fine.
That part. Ugh. All right, it's time for running to the comments. Okay, I was waiting for that. All right, y'all made me look stupid. See, the Lord don't like ugly, so I just got curses now because I was talking about the church.
That's not what I asked you to do.
I see what's happening here. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Christelle Wilson, aka Ronnie from the Players Club, just stepped out of the club and into a real conversation about survival. Now, she was speaking about the struggles of people trying to get SNAP benefits, but we're not sure everyone was focused on the message at hand. Take a look at this.
Also, I've been seeing online about the SNAP benefits, and that is so crazy. Like, it's just so unfortunate because there are families out there that really do need it. But it's also crazy because it seems like, well, just in my experience, the family and the people that really do need it are the people that have the hardest time getting it. So I told y'all I have a special needs sister, and I remember, we had a friend, and it was a single lady, and she was like, yeah, y'all need to apply for this and that. Y'all need to be getting these benefits. And so my mom was like, I just don't feel like dealing with all of that. Yeah, we could definitely use it, but I'm okay over here, this and that. But finally she was like, okay, let me try to get a little bit of help over here, because they had cut back some stuff on her check. So we went through all the paperwork and applied, and they gave her $10. Meanwhile, the single lady who was telling us about it was getting $400 a month. Yeah.
Now, she was speaking about the struggles. I'm sorry, the comments did not disappoint. One user said, them boobs said, you best use what you got to get what you want. Another said, after the 7th time I watched this, I realized she's right. It's a pickup in the back, but in the front. And they said, she don't need some SNAP. She could feed a village. Now, the comments show how the message can be completely missed and how easily people are sidetracked. I seen the boobs and still got the message. And I have ADHD. That's a very known fact now. It's a very serious topic we shall be focused on, but can we sometimes miss a message depending on the messenger and what they are wearing, showing them big old titties?
Yeah, I didn't really clock into what she was talking about till after you recapped the story when the video went off. She was built. She was built Fort Tough, and I just didn't really expect that. I haven't seen her quite in some time, and I didn't know all that was going on under the hood. Whatever she's
I was thinking
for.
to myself, I was thinking to myself, don't dare doubt a word that she's saying, and I love the alliteration of that, like
Triple D's.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my goodness. And here's the thing, she's right. She's 100% right, and the message she ended on was wrong. And maybe she is the right person to get this message out, though, because like all eyes were on her. You know what I'm saying? Like
all eyes were on her. What?
Antennas, the low ones.
On
the
2 major points that she was making.
She made 2 major points. Can you reiterate what she said, Tanner? Point out one. Give me one.
Yeah. Okay, one of her major points was the young woman. She only got $10. The other woman was getting $400. That was a major point.
Look at him scrolling through the script. looking for it. You was focused on them titties.
Well, hold on. Leave me alone. Leave me alone here while I'm looking. Come on now. It's right over here. Justin Harris said, wait, she had a message? Yeah. And then Rashida said her Cash App was popping after that post. And Stacey Brooks said she knew better. I don't know.
Yeah, something tells me she knew what she was doing. Like, I mean, I don't know. She's never showed up on Thirst Trapping with the Stars, but maybe she should. I don't know.
Listen, as a woman, not even just a woman. All mammals have nipples. Even you guys could have hard nipples, right?
No.
If you're cold, if someone licked them, maybe you guys have hard nipples. You guys have nipples.
But they're not going to be like exclamation point size. Like you're not going to our nipples aren't going to raise like an old school car antenna through the shirt. You know what I'm saying? In real time.
Maybe it wasn't a fair one to say nipple. When things on your body get erect, don't you feel it?
But not when we're delivering a message.
If you're wearing gray sweatpants, Tanner or Headkrack.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Just free flowing. I'm gonna say free, just out there, right? And you're talking about reparations or I don't know, civil rights or voting or we gotta get SNAP benefits or whatever. Don't you think you would feel or be aware if something on your body was poking out and certain clothes you wear?
I mean, definitely is. Unless you're really passionate about civil rights, like to the point to where like it makes your blood flow. Like, let me tell you how hard I go for justice.
Oh wow.
Okay. Hey, you know what? It was an effective way of messaging.
Yeah,
we're talking about it on Friday.
It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword, and it's a heavy weight upon her back that she has to carry now. The message, her hands are so large. She had really big hands to carry that message forward to us tonight, and I'm glad because listen, those SNAP benefits are about to go away, and doth do dare to I don't know. I was just trying to think of another 3Ds. We're here talking about it because of her. So salutations.
Well, if the White House knew what was good for them, they should let her read the Epstein list. So they're maybe only half the country would retain the information. And
That's a great idea, Headkrack.
It's always about the messenger.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, good stuff there. Well, made us talk about it.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Well, listen.
All right, well, we're done milking this segment out. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll see you guys for more Side Dish in just a second.
Welcome back. All this nipple talk, the talk continues. So a video has gone viral of a strip club getting raided by ICE agents and taking strippers straight up the pole and into custody. Watch this.
All the way out the back too. They so all the moles get immigration. Oh no, they would have been in handcuffs. Huh? Oh yeah, they all going. Oh, they wasn't here for too. They were here for the whole dude. Look, oh, they got them lined up.
Now, we're not 100% sure where this club is located, but multiple reports say it's in Dallas. The ICE raid follows a previous raid last month at another Dallas strip club called Chicas Bonitas Cabaret, where 41 illegal immigrants were captured by ICE agents. Now, are you shocked that ICE agents are doing clean sweeps at strip clubs now? Or the agents just trying to get a free peek at those cheeks?
It's a mixture of both. It's low-key good detective work, especially that last place you named, because I know where that is too. Like those chicas freaking like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find some people there that might be on your list. You know what I mean? But that's cold-blooded to yap naked people from work and take them away. But it is a come up for a person who didn't pay for the dance yet.
That's a good point. You know, we never hear about real gang members getting snatched up. It's always people that are at work, picking foods, crops, working, trying to go to court to get their citizenship. It's just ICE is just a big gang of people just harassing people. Mm-hmm. And how do we even know these are really ICE agents? You can get the outfit on Amazon right now and just
that's the scary thing right there, Claudia. I think about that a lot. Like if somebody rolling up on me and they're not identified, I don't know who it is, and somebody I'm with, and they're just like that. That part genuinely terrifies me. I was just looking. I just had to look this up. Evidently, ICE got 41 non-citizens at Chicas Bonitas Cabaret after executing a search warrant for suspected human trafficking. This ICE stuff, man, you guys, like I see clips every single day and it bothers me. And some of the clips I see, like it's a little comedic to think about somebody coming in on a strip club. Like, of course they wanted to go to the strip club. That's kind of funny, but it's like I watched a video this morning of a child, a 16-year-old girl was in her car or shotgun in the car, and she turned around and she was filming through the back window of the car of an ICE officer interrogating her mother, who had already showed her social security card, her driver's license, and all this other stuff. And she like went up on a number of her social security number, and this guy shoved her to the ground and immediately started zipping her up in the morning, taking her child to school. And it's just like, it's just not right.
Yeah, no, I hate these horrors for people because, you know, even when you look at things that happen, you know, which seems like a long time ago, like 30 years, 50 years, 40, you know, whatever years ago, it sounds like a lot of these things were like so long ago. But to see this stuff still happening in 2025, where you think you have these civil liberties and you're getting treated like a criminal in a country you live in and being mistreated by a country that offered you, in some situations, asylum, because there was a situation even in Texas where Greg Abbott sent a bunch of people to another state. And now that they're in that state, they're nabbing all of those people and dragging them across the country. Do you realize how hard it is to, one, be alive and be positioned anywhere, how hard it is to resettle or relocate after being dislocated, you know, from your people or readjusted? It's just, I hate it for those people. And also not even just our Latino people, but like the Jamaicans, the you know, people from other countries, people that look like us. It's not just the Latinos that are getting it bad. A lot of people are getting it bad.
A lot of people, but they're not doing this to white immigrants. And that's what makes it so horrible. If they were keeping the same energy, it'd be one thing. But the fact that they're actively going after Black and brown people is so evil. And it's in Project 2025. They want to make this country a white Christian nation. And if you are not part of that, then you need to get the hell out. And they make it very clear. And y'all had the opportunity to vote against this, and some of y'all did not. And then also Elon do an assist.
Can you throw that gusto fist up one more time? How did they vote?
Yeah.
Well, listen, yo,
Okay, now.
it's time to adjust that energy real quick. Throw the fitted on. Throw that hat to the back. Hey, hey, hey. All right, now Wilder the Recent.
I'm repping Tamar's Love and War 10 year
podcast.
right here.
Oh, it's a great album. Now Wilder the Recent, tonight's conversation podcast event. A man in the audience had a burning question for the panel about his wife and her homegirls. Check him out.
Your wife, she here, and all the people I'm talking about, respects and appreciates her friends more than she does her husband who pays the bills with her. If I call her and she on the phone with one of those friends that's back there, my point is she don't respect my energy and effort to stay in our relationship, stay in our marriage. She respects their opinions, their thoughts, their...
Because just because you pay bills and things like that doesn't mean that you will be able to get fully that level of respect. Hold on. But if I'm coming to you about a concern, if I'm coming to you about something I'm grieving, something you hurt me on, something that I feel abandoned on, will you give me the safety to be able to talk about it? So how are you loving your wife? Because a lot of times her lack of respect of you is a reflection of your lack of love for her.
We got to stop reducing ourselves to a paycheck.
She pays most of the bills. I manage the bills.
All right, Tanner, you want to go first, brother?
Mm-hmm. I want you to know I was really geared up to swing hard for this man, but I manage the bills is not giving. It's not giving strong supportive husband, emotionally safe husband to me. Is that scenario certainly possible? Yeah, it's certainly possible that he's taking care of things and she doesn't respect him. I feel like that's probably more marriages than we think. But when the guy said, oh, we got to keep from reducing ourselves to a paycheck, and he goes, she pays most of the bills, that probably is that is a relationship that I'm guessing probably should have ended by now.
Yeah, fam. Like, it's hard to get respect, from anybody in a conversation when, like, you whistle when you talk. There was a couple of blinds open in that lower portion, right? And it's going to be an instant distraction when you having a conversation. Partials is cheaper than they've ever been. I even saw Temu got some. Now, people going to laugh at you if you got multiple different colored teeth, like some are white, some are mother of pearl, some are piano, whatever. But even the posture, the way your shirt was tucked in, fam, like you got to command respect with your energy when you come in, and you gave the energy of a person who would die trying to like fend off an attacker in their own home. Without a weapon. Like the attacker didn't even have a weapon. Like he slapped you to death. You know what I mean? Like, and I also get the energy that like maybe his wife is like 20 years younger than him, and he don't understand her lifestyle. So, bro, like in order to get respect, you got to first have some respect for yourself, have some confidence, and walk like you got some.
Number one. That's always number one. Choose yourself first.
Claudia,
yeah. I know you got something.
Do you see how it's so easy for me to be celibate and not even bother? I don't even want to use a toy on myself. When I see this, I'm like, ew, gross. She doesn't respect you, fam. She doesn't respect you because of your attitude. And she's a breadwinner, and you're complaining about her friends. Her friends probably all doing well. And she's probably like, she probably feels like you're a dead weight. You probably get those old school values, and you're not bringing an old school paycheck. And it's not just about money. If she's a breadwinner, you probably just chill. You're probably coasting the way you coasted to tooth loss and decay.
Yo, he give accountant energy. Not saying anything about accountants, but like your girl's a breadwinner, you're a bread counter. His glasses were at the tip of his nose, even at the thing. Like he got finished reading a very important email. And bro, like you can't go outside like this, man. You can't go outside like. Stop it. Like we were rooting for you.
Just think about this too. We were rooting for you. Think about this. About 2 days after this event ended, because he said all of those girls are here and my wife is here. And so in front of all of them, he did this. Don't you know they burnt that man down? Like, where is he now? I'd like to hear him talk about it now.
I feel like there's a correlation between self-respect and your priorities in dental care. If you have a missing side tooth, I already look at you like, why did you buy that Gucci belt with the missing side tooth? Like, there's certain things you should handle before you go do that, and your priorities are in the wrong place. I feel like you should, of course, it's expensive, but you should address certain things. He had his whole bottom row. There's no self-care there. You're probably a nightmare to be around, and the breath is probably kicking. I'm on her side.
You could 3D print teeth now. It's cheaper than it's ever been. Anyway, we gotta go to break, but when we come back, we got a question of the day. We gonna holler at y'all in the chat. See y'all in a minute. Get the tooth, man. Come on, bro. $1 million idea. Welcome back to Side Dish.
I like that idea, Tanner.
We're gonna keep that under the tuck for right now before somebody steal our stuff. You see Mario Lopez be out here doing it. Anyway, it's time for the question of the day. You know, we gotta set the tone for y'all. Now imagine this. You've been talking for a few weeks. The vibe is good. Conversation out here flowing like the air through a missing tooth, right? And it feels like you might actually be on to something. And one night over dinner, they hit you with it. I just wanted to be honest. My ex is pregnant. Now, they swear that they're not together. They just plan to co-parent. But now you're sitting there wondering, how the hell is this supposed to work? Could you be with somebody who's expecting a child?
Not willingly. This happened to me before. I didn't know it was happening, but my boyfriend, a baby was born when we were together.
Oh, wow.
And he acted like this was before we got together and I don't like her like that. And she tricked me and didn't tell me, blah, blah, blah. Lo and behold, he had like 2 lives. So no, I would never want to go through that again because I would hate to be the person in the way of a family possibly being together. And, no, like y'all work that out, exhaust all possibilities before you bring me into this mess. I do not want any parts of that. No.
What say you, Tana?
It would be very weird because it would be an extremely bizarre scenario for the person I'm dating to talk about their ex being pregnant. That probably would happen. But I'm just like rolling it around. Like if I was with a girl and she was like, I have to be upfront and honest with you, I'm pregnant. That would probably be the check please moment. Like, I wish you the best. I'm not mad at you about this, but I'm not prepared to begin this journey with you.
Fair enough. But let's just say if you started dating somebody, right? and they were pregnant as you started dating, right? They're not with the other person. And like, and for all intents and purposes of coming off like a complete simp, I was in high school when this happened, and my moral compass was doing weird stuff. So you know how like when new people come to the school and you're like, me first, I'm gonna land on the moon. Yeah, that happened, right? And there was this girl, like, and like, yo, she was cute, so I bagged her. And then I found out, oh, you pregnant, but you was pregnant before I got here. I will say it was like being in a town that had no sheriff. You could just shoot the place up, do what you want. and you know, it got a little weird because like then when Thanksgiving holiday came back, she came back looking ultra pregnant, and like here we are, booed up, and it was like so.
You sprayed your seed in an incubating baby's house in his townhouse. You sprayed his room with your seed like a
human graffiti, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Human what?
Human graffiti. Like you just marking the walls up. But like I said,
the baby's in there like.
Yo, I even named the kid.
Did they keep the name?
They did.
What?
Like, yo, when I sometimes do my Batman detective work on Facebook, just seeing it, make sure everybody's where I left them. Yeah, like they're thriving.
Did you run the months on this? Did you run the numbers?
No, it was not my kid. Like it was like nah. That was before I got there. It was before I got there. But like the human body is wild, man. Like she didn't start showing until like after Thanksgiving. I've told you too much.
I hear that pregnant coochie is the best though. It's supposed to be super warm and it's like extra good.
It's like having sex with an UGG.
Well, I wouldn't know how that feels to have sex with an UGG.
Like imagine if the inside of an UGG was wet, or imagine how a kangaroo's pouch would feel, right? Like that's what I'm thinking.
Wow, Tanner's like,
Am I the only one who's done this? Like no one in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm alone. I'm alone.
It's the way your voice went up.
He's almost like surprised that no one else has had sex with a pregnant woman or had sex with an UGG.
They just freshly moved to town. That you didn't know their pre-story before they got there. You didn't know the prelude. You know what I'm saying?
No, just you.
No?
Yeah, the prelude. Yeah. The prelude. Yeah, that's I haven't knowingly been that person. Is it possible? Perhaps.
What if you found out your new girlfriend now is pregnant by her last boyfriend?
Oh, it'd be over.
But you already invested.
It'd be over.
Really?
Yeah, but not that much. not baby much.
Not what?
What are we talking about here? Get out of here. No. Am I that invested? No.
Yo, my man Pimp Hand is strong. I'm gonna go to break. I'm gonna read your kind comments. See you guys in 2 minutes with everybody's favorite game. Who's cut?
guys, we've got to share our break conversations with y'all at some point. We really do. All right, welcome back. It's time for everybody's favorite game.
Whose cousin is it?
All right, right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big shout out to our guy Lee in the chat who is celebrating a birthday today. And we got love for all our side Dishians, man. Happy birthday, young man. Oh, it's Lee from Dish Nation. Yo,
our Lee, it's his birthday?
Our resident Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Gun expert. Oh, inside Dish Gang Gang. Yo, happy
Inside
birthday,
Dish.
Lee. We got to go hang out, man. Grab a beer. Kill a
Happy
stranger.
birthday.
I know.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. All right, now they say act as if you are, but sometimes people be lying. All right, a 42-year-old man in Louisiana got busted for pretending to be a judge over the phone and actually got his friend out of jail.
Now, the judicial imposter called the Calcasieu Parish Jail multiple times between April and July to get his buddy out from behind bars and somehow got them to drop the inmate's bond to released on recognizance.
I know whose cousin this is, but when that same inmate showed up to court in July, staff was like, oh, snap, he's not supposed to be out. The jig was up, and they locked him right back up.
And get this, the fake judge didn't stop there. He kept up the ruse and kept making phone calls to get the inmate released again.
But that just led the investigators straight to his door. He was arrested and charged with false impersonation, assisting escape, and a whole gang of other charges. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Whose cousin is it?
Yeah, Louisiana. So Louisiana is the only state with parishes. And the one thing I know about parishes in Louisiana is that there's a high level of misrepresentation between our cousins. And my cousins are in all of the elected positions, whereas other cousins don't do so well in Louisiana.
And it's one of the blackest states in the country with their voting. Their turnout is very, very low. It has the arrogance of a white man on it, but then the audacity of a black man. Like, I'm gonna get him out. But then I think what gets us is that he did this over the phone, and you can tell one of our cousins over the phone 99.9% of the time.
But Claudia, did you forget about the Creole delegation? The Creoles will you'll think it's us, and then you'll come to find out yo, this man look like Bobby Boucher. I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna say my cousin. Yeah,
I'm going Tanner's cousin.
All right, 3 for 3.
Let's
Smooth that
go.
van.
Oh,
this looks like Bill Duke. Dang, this is not what I expected.
Adrian J. Saint Romain.
I need to hear his voice. He must have a high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
Yo, imitate what you think his voice sound like.
Well, you gotta diversify and just really how Kanye talks when he does talk shows when he's not in demon mode. Like once he got with the Kardashian, remember he started doing his rhyme where he took all the blackness and the bass out of his voice. That's how this guy would have to sound.
Fair enough.
I'm shocked. We've been wrong.
Yo, this was
yeah
one of those ones where I just knew we were right.
Shout out to Gary Chambers Jr. there, moving and shaking things in Louisiana. Lee, happy birthday, man. Got to see you. Hope to catch up soon. Latree Stones, Black Pearl, Erica Watkins, Grandpa, Latoya Peoples. How you doing? Good to see you guys.
Well, you know the vibes. We're going to rinse, repeat.